literally not doing anything. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Turn this way a little. Perfect. Okay. Hello, my name's Dr. DaMate, or you can call me Malie, whatever you're comfortable with. What would you like to be called today?
You could just call me Damon.
Alright, well Damon, are you ready for our session today?
Yeah.
Okay, well just want to let you know I am going to be taking some notes, just so I can keep track of what you're saying so I don't forget later on, alright? Is that okay with you?
Yep.
Alright, so what brings you in today?
I guess I'm just here today just because I feel like it's been really hard for me to like make friends ever since I moved here.
Where did you move from?
I lived in England and I moved here just recently.
Why were you living in England, if I may ask?
That's fine. My parents, they are in the military, so like every couple of years or so, like we'd have to move like to different places depending on where the military takes them.
Oh, cool. Where else have you lived since your parents have been in the military?
I lived in Arizona, and then I moved to England, and then now I'm back in Arizona.
Nice.
But now I'm in Iowa.
Where is your most favorite place you've lived been?
I would say my most favorite place that I've lived in is, I would say England, just because it's a lot prettier there and the people are a lot nicer.
So how did that make you feel, leaving your most favorite place you've lived, coming here?
Well, it obviously made me sad just because that's where I grew up and like that's where all my friends were and that's like everything I've known. Like I guess it's cool like moving back to Arizona, but like it's not like I remembered it because I was so young. Yeah.
So I'm hearing is that moving away from England, leaving all your friends, made you really sad that you had to leave behind all those friendships you've made. So how do you think those feelings affecting how you felt moving from England back to the States affected the way you make friendships now?
Well, I feel like it's kind of pointless like try to make friends again, I guess, just because like I've moved around a lot. It's like never for sure that we're gonna stay in one place. And so there's like no need to like make friends because I'm gonna have to leave them anyways.
Totally, I get that. So since coming to college, has it been hard, since it is basically like another big move and it is a big step in your adult life now? Would you say it's been kind of difficult to make friends here in college?
I would say like since I also play baseball, so like it's easier to become friends with those people since I am around them so often. I'm kind of forced to become friends with them. But like I would say like in my classes I kind of just sit in the corner and just like do my own thing, just kind of just like sit there until class is over, and then I just go to practice or like just like sit in my room. Like I don't like feel the need to like go out of my way to like meet different people, you know?
Yeah. So do you have any friends outside from your teammates on the baseball team, or do you feel just really like, I don't really want to because I have my teammates and that's kind of really all I need?
Yeah, I would say, well, I have a girlfriend. She's a cool guy. And but besides that, I would say I have like people I'm cool with. Like I want to say they're like I would say that they're more like school friends. They're not like friends, you know?
Yeah.
But like there's people I'm cool with, but I want to say there's people like I'd go out of my way to like hang out with or talk to besides on the baseball team.
I get that. I understand. Well, that's good, even if they're not, your closest friends outside of baseball, It's always good to have people that, you're mutual with, or some acquaintances outside of baseball. So, would you say that you're relatively close with your girlfriend? Then closer than you are like with some of your teammates, like, or have you just known your teammates longer so you're kind of closer with them?
I would say I'm closer with her just because anytime I'm not playing baseball or just like doing anything not in class, I spend like basically all the time I can with her just because I like hanging out with her. And then I have like a couple teammates that I'm really close with, but like there's like I'm cool with all of them, but there's only like a select few that like I would say I like hang out with on a daily basis, like go out of my way to talk to them.
Good. I'm happy to hear that you have a few friends that, you go out of your way to hang out with, because although having a significant other is good because, companionship, it's hard to have friends outside of that because you don't always want to depend on that one person, especially if you're in a personal relationship with them.
Yeah, she's cool.
Good, I'm happy to hear that. So, do you think that you have developed any skills to kind of like overcome that barrier of like not so much being scared to make friends or but just going out of your way to like make connections and friendships with other people?
I would say it is easy for me to like get along with people, just because I would say I'm pretty not sociable but easy to talk. I would say I'm very easy to talk to, and like I like talking to people, but like more I don't like that like first awkward interaction. Like those are the ones that just like make me a little uncomfortable until like there's something that like breaks the ice. Once that happens, I like talking.
Cool. So what do you think causes you to feel uncomfortable in those situations?
I would say it's like just like the silence and like not knowing what to say, and like I just like kind of feel forced like to try to say something, like to break the silence. I would just say like I'm kind of uncomfortable with silence.
Are you just kind of also like fear of the not so much rejection, but like them not liking you in return if you do like go and make that first step into being or having that connection with them?
Yeah, I would say that like I enjoy being liked, and like I like go out of my way to like try to like make people laugh and like say like have fun, just to be liked more, Yeah.
So do you still have close friends back in England that you're still connected with?
Not in England. No. Like we have like aunts and uncles that we have, but like they're just like I don't really talk to them. My parents more talk to them.
Would you say you're close with your parents, even though they were military? So were they really home that much for you to even be close with them?
So when we lived in England, they both had jobs. Sorry. But like when we would wake up and like we'd just go like straight to a thing called CDC. It's like a child development center, and so we would just spend there until we had to go to school, and then after school we would go back to the CDC, and then wait for our parents to pick us up. And then I feel like as soon as I would get home, like they would like try to talk to us, but I'd be so tired. I just want to eat dinner and go to bed, and then like it would just like kind of repeat like that.
So when you say us, do you mean like siblings?
Yeah, I have 2 older brothers.
And what is the age difference between you guys?
My older brother is 2 years older than the oldest brother is 2 years older than him.
So you each are 2 years apart?
Yes.
So because there's that sort of age gap, would you say you're closer with them because you guys sort of have a closer age gap?
Well, I would say I'm closest to my oldest brother, just because I feel like he was like always nicer to me. My other brother's kind of a jerk, but he's gotten nicer as we gotten older.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. So, obviously, since you're older now, would you say that you're still talking with your brothers and your parents more? Since
I would say I talk to my oldest brother around the same, but we've always talked a decent amount. But my other brother, I would say we've definitely talked more. Like we've definitely bonded over playing college baseball, I'd say.
So having those closer connections with your brothers, has that helped you kind of go out of your comfort zone to make other friends, if that makes sense? Or do you feel that just because you have your brothers as friends, you're like pretty content with that?
Yeah, I would say I'm pretty content with who I have, and yeah.
And that's not a bad thing, you know. Your family and your brothers are always going to be a part of your life, so
Hopefully.
it's best that you're closest with them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you have some positives in there with your brothers and having those close relations within your team and having a girlfriend, you know, to kind of lean a shoulder on when they're needed. But I can't wait till we meet again and can see your development and what you worked on and become better at.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day.
Bye. How long does it?
10